What's up, guys? It's Migs with Market Open. I wanted to do the market recap this morning, a little bit over an hour. I'm already done. As you can see, this is literally the epitome of letting your winners run and cutting your losers short. So let me start off with the first trade I took this morning. Let's see here. First trade was WATT. WATT. Let me link these right here. WATT, as you can see, it came right off of the watch list. I took it this morning. It was gapping up. It didn't give me an ORB pattern or anything, which is opening range breakout. But I've noticed that it was consolidating right below the 24 line. Right around here. So I waited for it to pull up above the 24. I waited for it to pull back. I got in right before 24 at 23.95, right at 9.35. So let's see, which candle was it? It was this candle right here. All right, yeah, so I got in right here on this candle as it broke 24. Got in a little early, set my stop down here at the 23.50 mark. That's why I ended up buying 200 shares. A couple candles later, I noticed that it was pulling and it was holding back to 23.75. So what I ended up doing is I added another 100 shares. So I had 300 shares and I set my stop right under here, so the 23.75. So I added, it broke again, and it just took off. Obviously, I didn't hold. I didn't hold most of this move. I held my 2-to-1, and I got out. So as you can see, it actually ended up running from 20. Let's see here, from 24 all the way to 26.88. So I didn't expect it to run that high, but nobody ever does. So I ended up making a little bit under $200 on that. Then I noticed the SPY started pulling back a little bit, so I started hunting down for shorts. So I did my scan for stocks that are headed down. I saw it was RVNC. I noticed that it was gapping down. It wasn't really too much in pre-market, but it was considerable. So it was from 35, and it gapped down somewhere around 32 or 33. It opened up, came down, it pulled back up to VWAP, which is one of my favorite short setups. And I added, let's see here, I added 250 shares right at 32. I was kind of anticipating the break. And as it broke 31.80 or so, I added another 250 shares. I was just making sure that it was breaking down past the whole number. So when it did, it actually just kept coming down. I covered some at 31.35, another 50 at 31.30, and then the last 50 at 31.30 as well. So I got it really, really close near the bottom. So a lot of the times whenever things flush down, I'll take most of the shares off because, as you can see, it bounced and it came right back up to the initial entry. So it's definitely a good thing that I took my shares off. I actually ended up making almost 3 times my risk because I was only risking about $100. I made 280 on that within 10 minutes. Then the last one that I took, somebody called it out in the room. It was supposed to be over 38, but what I did is I basically took this little flag. So here, so I took that. I noticed that the 9 was actually starting to curl up. It's a little bit of a flag here. So if you don't see it, so if you see that flag there, and I took it over the high of this candle, so right at 37.90. I filled 300 shares, and my stop was right here, 37.66. So I held it for a little bit. I was up about half of my risk, so I was up about $50. But during this time right here, I started noticing that the SPY was starting to pull back, and I didn't really quite like what I saw on the tape. I mean, it might end up working out, but I wasn't really willing to risk my gains from this morning. So I kept moving in my stop up, 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 up until it kicked me out. And actually, I decided to get out right at 37.90. I think I ended up losing $3, which is no big deal. Up $475 on the day, and I will be done for the rest of the day. Gonna go work on some other stuff. Now, if you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. Also, press the little bell button. It'll give you a notification next time I post another upload. And I will talk to you guys next time. See you.